What's up, Fiya Nation? It's your boy Rico, along with my little big cousin G-Baby and our boy Raul, the Zookeeper, and we are the Friendly Fire Podcast, the hottest podcast on either side of the Mississippi. Episode 38, baby.
38.
How we doing, y'all?
Good for a Saturday.
Zoo, how you feeling, man?
Turn the mic up, y'all. Can hear Damn.
We got a jam-packed one today. It's a lot of stuff that's been going on.
Very opinionated.
Very opinionated. Should be a very funny, lighthearted episode. We're going to let Zoo start off with the question of the day. Then I actually have a tweet of the day. So y'all getting a double dose. Y'all ain't got a tweet of the day for a long time.
Oh, double dose. Save that for later in the pod.
Foreshadowing. Go ahead, Zoo.
So my question of the day comes because Kid Cudi was making his rounds earlier today. Today's Saturday, the 11th.
Yep.
So he basically he performed at Rolling Loud last night.
Okay.
A lot of people were complaining that the whole entire Rolling Loud set got streamed besides Kid Cudi's. So people were like, hey, how come yours didn't get streamed? How come you didn't want it to get streamed? And he said, my concerts are to be experienced in person.
Okay.
So he got killed because they were like, some of us can't afford to go see you in person. Some of us live in obscure countries that you hardly ever go to, or if go to at all. Because I saw a couple from the Middle East.
Right.
They were like, we love you over here, but you never come over here.
Yeah.
And others were like, yeah, we don't have money, we can't afford. Some of us are still scared of COVID. What if this is like the last time?
Reasons.
Yeah.
A lot of logical reasons.
Yeah, because like someone was like, what if like you retire? Or maybe not retire, but something, knock on wood, tragic happens to you.
Yeah.
Now we never got to experience you live because you never stream any of your concerts. All we got are snippets from people that upload to.
So none of his concerts can be found on YouTube.
Probably not. I don't know. I didn't double check that. But people, that's what I got from the Twitterverse.
Okay.
That like we can't find any except like people that recorded from the crowd.
Yeah.
But I mean it's crowd footage, so
Yeah.
half the time that's kind of shitty. So it was one of those. So my question was. Basically, was he in the right or wrong, or like Rico as an artist, like like we were talking about, you expect to be performing big stages one day. How do you see his point of view? Because like he said, his reasoning, mine is an experience that needs to be experienced in person, and I don't want to just give it away like that.
As somebody who does have aspirations to be at that level, but also somebody who just was finally able to afford to go see a J. Cole concert. I see both sides of the argument. Okay, we get you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
But no, I see both sides of the argument. I do understand from his point of view. It's like, look, I don't want, because my thing is, it's also, you can think from the Rolling Loud people experience, okay, so what was the point of me paying this ticket if I could have just watched it on Twitch? You feel me? So it's like, it's kind of like it's a double-edged sword. From his point of view, I get it because of the type of artist he is. He probably uses a lot of lights and sounds, and just his overall kind of like essence as an artist is like everybody's together, big monsoon of just emotions and colors, which is like, okay, I can see him wanting that to be something that you see face to face. But I can also understand from a fan's perspective, I don't have money. I got this phone that gives me access to artists that I can't reach. So like that's why I asked, because like J. Cole, you can look up half of his like full blown concerts.
Yeah.
You can look up a Kanye concert. You can these are people you can look up. Right. So I see their point of view, but from an artist wanting your stuff to be unique to the person who's watching, or want them to have a specific experience with it, I definitely get that. I don't think there's a right party in this situation. Yeah. I respect both opinions. Like I said, coming from somebody who just was like, Lord, thank you for me to have the money to go see J. Cole, I'm going to definitely feel more on the fans' perspective right now. Yeah. But if I get to that level, I'm like, oh, no, I want y'all to see all the flashing lights and everything I got going on. So there's no wrong party in this conversation, I don't think.
It goes, and I had this question a while back, but I forgot it. It goes back into that argument about the who's the bigger fan. The guy who knows your catalog from A through Z, or the guy that knows the hits but goes to all your shows?
I would say A through Z.
But this guy stops at nothing to go see your show. He comes to see you personally.
Sometimes.
And this guy, this guy is not paying. He's streaming. This guy, he buys tickets. He buys merch. This guy knows your catalog from 01 to 98, or from 98 to 2008. He knows everything, forwards and backwards. But he don't go to shows. And he streams your music. This guy knows all your singles, your number ones, goes to every show. But if you ask him, yo, drop something for my debut, he don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we think about this though.
But that's that.
No, I'm saying because remember we had the conversation in regards to like why somebody like a No Name or certain artists is like, don't nobody that look like me go to my shows. Think about the ones who can afford to go to those shows. Right. That don't make him or her a bigger fan. They just got the facilities to do that.
Right. No,
so it's kind of like,
and it's a stupid argument because you're a fan of what you like, but it seems like Cudi's like in the wrong and right because you're gatekeeping, but for what?
He probably came off as a dick on accident by saying that, but like I
can pull it up how he said it.
Yeah, because it all depends. Because people gonna read it in whatever tone they want.
Right.
Oh, well, my stuff is meant to be experienced. Okay, who do you think you are? Well, it's like, nigga, I'm Kid Cudi. Like, what are you talking about? Like, so it's kind of.
But then it's like for you to deny your fans just that experience, just in general, just a chance to see you perform, because there's times where you'll see like a concert in London where Elton John will be on stage and he'll just play a whole different set and he'll play this one song that he'll never play anywhere else outside of London. But it'll be like, oh man, you had to see this show when Van Halen or if they rocked for 17 minutes on the drum solo or this, that, and the other. They're not gonna do that every show. So that was one you had to be there, but everybody will be able to see it. But no, you wasn't in there when he spazzed on the guitar for 12 minutes. Yeah. Like that was I understand guarding that. Yeah. But you shouldn't just, he did this whole performance at the house.
Jesus, we'll let you talk, Zoo.
I'm good.
It's like you shouldn't be like, I did this whole performance at the House of Blues and then can't nobody see it.
Yeah.
It's
so
like if
you think it's based off of scenery and placement as well?
No, I'm just like, it doesn't, I mean, of course it costs, but if these are your fans at the end of the day, they want to see you. And people streaming generates revenue anyway. Yeah. So like, what do you, I can see if you want to cut half, but you still should at least like, that music should be available. You're an artist. You want your art to be seen and heard. You should at least make it stream.
I felt like if he was like dropping new music at Rolling Loud and he was like, all right, we not gonna.
He did perform new music.
See, then that I can get that. Yeah. If he's like, all right, everybody knows Day and Night, everybody knows those hits. But if he drops something off an album that he didn't even announce was coming out yet, then it's like, all right, we gon'.
I can see a happy medium, kind of like with comedians, where obviously they don't allow phones like at the show, so the jokes don't get ruined for other people. But then after the tour's over, a couple months later, all right, it's available. So same thing with the concert. They could do, all right, the concert, like you said, perform new music. After this new music does get released, all right, now you can see the streams. Like we'll upload it to my YouTube or something. I feel that. I can see him do that. I do have the tweet. Yeah, how to cut so the original person said, Cudi said he doesn't want to stream his Rolling Loud set, and then he put the Will Smith meme. How come you don't want to stream for us, man? Yeah. And then Kid Cudi quote retweeted that. He said, because my live performance is something you should only experience in person. I don't stream performances. Sorry. Well, sorry was spelled like a little kid, Sawi. Oh. And then he put the shrug emoji.
See? So that comes off like a dick. Yeah. And it's like, it would be different if he was like, honestly, without even saying sorry and without the emoji, it sounds way better. Yeah. It's like, hey, like I appreciate if my music is experienced as an experience in person. That's it. Right. Like that's not even a discussion anymore.
My music is supposed to be felt, not heard.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. I got it. Oh, artistic freedom, F this guy, whatever. But like, you want to be a douchebag, man. I'm like, hey. Like, you put on a dress like 3 times this year, bro. Chill out. Like, really, you need to really chill out.
Like, it comes off a certain way. It's like, all right, you don't got to do all of that. Like, that's not.
You see what I'm saying?
To some people, okay, that's a little OC. You don't, okay, right. say what you got to say. And because like
keep it moving.
From basically based off the way you read what the original person said, he or she didn't come off as as angry. They was like, damn.
Like, it was like a funny because like I said, he had the Will Smith
why he ain't streaming for us, man? Like that's it. Like don't. I wouldn't take it that extra step personally.
Then you don't know how this tweet might have been the one. Man, it just caught him.
Broke
you see what I'm saying? It was just, I'm having a good day. If this one thing I don't need to see is this tweet right here. First thing, it could have been.
Maybe.
It could have been. Just that's the one. Oh, I'm tired. And the next person, I'm going on. And then he's the next person. You're like, oh.
I already had to deal with the managers asking me if I was going to stream. No, I'm not streaming. I'm not. I don't want to talk about it no more.
Yeah.
That's a good. What is your point of view? What do you think?
My point of view was I could see both, But same thing, like we're gonna get to it later, the Kanye and Drake thing. I remember I telling you guys I wanted to go, and I had looked up flights, the tickets, the whole shebang, and obviously money I could have spent it, but I was like, nah, Raul, you got to start being mature. You're
what happens when you hang out with Rico enough times.
So I did not end up going, but luckily he streamed it.
Yeah.
And for free.
It was dope too.
So yeah, and it was so I got to enjoy it just like everybody else at the show. I still wish I would have gone, but I still got to enjoy
2
it.
hours.
Yeah.
12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait,
sleeping
we
in
still doing this?
Yeah, in fact, they were an hour and a half late.
Man.
Shenanigans. But
Okay.
regardless.
So we're gonna lead to that, but first I do have a tweet of that recently gone viral because it was about Larry Hoover specifically. So somebody, in their attempt to be woke and go viral on Twitter per usual, says there's literally Black Panthers still in jail on their last days, and y'all are going up for the release of gang leaders and drug dealers. Oh, and Black Twitter had a plethora of things to say. Some agreed. A lot of them was like, you truly don't know the history about Larry Hoover and what he was about, or about the Black Panthers. He was like the Black Panthers. Somebody was like the Black Panthers probably would have wanted Larry Hoover out as well. Yeah. So because I know you two are a little bit more well versed on kind of like gang culture in Chicago and the politics.
Whoa.
And the politics about like
some of us here have beef with said fam. No.
But because you guys are a little bit
different guy,
a little bit more well versed on like the politics behind his incarceration, other black gang political leaders' incarceration, I want to see you guys' opinions on that. In regards to people saying, okay, so all these people in jail, y'all sitting there rooting for Larry Hoover to get out. What is y'all kind of like?
Well, I already know one of the tweet that someone from Chicago was like, you ain't from Chicago, you from Philly, stay out of Chicago shit or whatever. Yeah. I already know someone said that.
For sure, yeah.
Because I see that all the time, too. Because, like, people are...
She's from Dallas, Texas.
Nah, you see, because people all the time are...
of what
especially
hue?
right now...
She black. She black. So it's like, that's what I said, somebody trying to be woke on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's why Black Twitter was kind of like on a little bit of a divide.
Yeah. Because I was on Facebook and ABC 7 Chicago yesterday. They posted Kanye and Drake come together to try to get murder killer notorious gang leader Larry Hoover out.
That was a white person that wrote that
very white headline.
And all the comments were like, "Oh, you see how you guys spin it?" But when it was the Michigan kid or the Rittenhouse, it was like white teenager going to school.
Yeah, it was just
happens to get angry, or something like that. So yeah, people were angry at that. Like, this is how you address said person. But so I could see both sides, obviously, because. I mean, you can't dance around it. He did do bad things. But then, same thing, when they take out the leader, essentially, everything becomes chaos. Because now there's a power struggle. So all the other 10 alphas are trying to get on top, and that's when they separate basically into cliques now. Instead of the one gang, now it's a bunch of cliques. And they end up killing each other, basically, even though they're under the same gang. So that's basically what happened with Larry Hoover, type thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, that's basically what ended up happening. So I could see him trying to get out, but then again, like Larry Hoover Jr. is saying that Larry Hoover isn't going to be part of the Gangster Disciples anymore, and he's not going to lead them. He just wants to lead the community as a whole instead of just a separate gang type thing. And then you also got to think about it. He's the one who founded them, right?
Yeah.
And back then, you were founding them to protect from cops, protect from Chicago's a very, at least back then, was heavy Italian, heavy Polish. Yeah. So they had their gangs and their gangsters. In the hoods and just causing issues. Yeah, so that's why he formed them to protect them. So it ended up being more than what it should have, especially with like crack and stuff and like the drug war and all that. But initially, he started it for a good cause. Basically, he was trying to protect his people, his neighborhood type thing. So
no, it's weird because like you said, once the head gets chopped off, it's it's just the snake's bite. It all crumbles. It's like you started this as a community outreach program to protect the inner city youth, to protect our women and kids, and then you introduce outside substances like crack, and drugs and things like that, which it's even with the Italian mafia. Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Then when you touch it, you see the profit behind it. So, I mean, definitely not defending what Hoove did, but we got to look at the GDs and the Black Panthers. Black Panthers were started the same Then they started pimping women and selling drugs and doing this and that. So it's like, yeah, you got them Panthers that are locked in there like political prisoners, where all they have to do is renounce the ways, just say Black Lives don't matter and shit like, and they can walk, but they're not because they're standing up, they're fighting for something. But then you have like him, and it's like, oh, okay, you started this, that, and the other, but then they're looking at, all right, you starting this, look what it branched into. Like, people are dying today because of him. Like, everything that happens regarding them is tied back to him. That's why I think he won't ever get out.
Yeah.
It's like, you got 6 life sentences, bro. Like, you want us to drop all of that?
Because I think they charge him like under like 6,000 or 7,000 murders or something. But obviously he's not the one who
but they were like,
did it.
But you the head.
But everyone was under him. So it's like the whole Charles Manson thing. He never.
They did it under your name.
So the day Charles Manson died, he was like, I never killed anyone. My followers did it. I may have like said, hey, I want that person dead, but I didn't tell them to go do it. They're like, oh, this guy doesn't like that guy, so I'm gonna go do it, type thing. And they charged everything under Manson, type thing. So it's around the same thing. But like I said, Manson just did it for shits and giggles, while this guy tried to like help his community, type thing. And like he said, it became a whole other thing once crack, and they saw they could make money, and money brings greed. Yeah, money is power. So now like people are just trying to fight over that, and
and like I said, this is your stuff. So you're the Don. You're this. When it all falls down, the kingpin can't snitch. That's a Rico case. Yeah. It's like, oh, how many murders? Yeah, 600, 700, 800 murders. Cool. Who did it? Him? He said, okay, he's getting all 800 of the murders and all the drug trafficking and all this, and it because he's the king. Now you cut him off, and now you have this set. You can
break them down individually.
And it's divide and conquer. At that point, it's, these two are going to take these two. I'll give it 20 years, they're going to kill each other. Or half of them going to be in jail. It's just the way they divide and conquer. They break it up.
Yeah. It was just because it's one of those things. And I was well-versed enough knowing like that gangs and the Black Panthers didn't start off with that intent. Yeah. But like you said, once you get the Fred Hamptons to go out, you get the Larry Hoovers, you get like he said, the head of the snakes. Once the FBI and all of them like, all right, we know who the figureheads are. Yeah. Let's get them up out of the Bungie Carter and all of them people. Once we get them up out of the, now, like you said, we're going to wait for them to just whoop on their own stuff, and it's over with. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I see when people make these divisive quotes or tweets and stuff like that, it's like, you don't know the full history. Right. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and say, I don't have a side to pick in the fight, but it's also like you need to be well educated on both sides before you say stuff like that. Because like you said, Black Panthers wasn't all clean. Yeah, right. They was what we saw. You saw Judas and the Black Messiah. Yeah, you see, some of them went rogue and did their own thing out of anger.
But you still a Black Panther.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you see what I'm saying?
And that's Fred Hampton's fault type stuff.
You be like, oh, he was a Panther and they did this, that, and the other, but it all falls under that title,
which is sad, but like
that's how they do it. They all great men die. Black men die in violence. When you have a voice, they take it. Bob Marley performed when he was shot. That's powerful. It's like, this ain't gonna stop the people. Yeah. Martin Luther King, they suffocated him. He didn't even die from the bullet. Yeah. Malcolm X, Tupac, even though that wasn't that, but you had to follow it. See what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. You can add it up. You have a voice and people want to follow, you're dangerous. You're dangerous, especially with people of color.
Yeah. So, obviously, speaking of Larry Hoover.
On the lighter note, though.
Yeah, Chicago's finest. Chicago and Toronto's finest. Shout out here. Kanye West and Drake, with Jay Prince pointing in the background, organized a huge concert.
An extravaganza.
At the LA Coliseum this past, what was it, Friday?
Thursday.
I'm sorry.
Might as well have been Friday.
What a concert, though, right?
It was like just around like a Thursday. Like, I got work in the morning.
Just came from work, and I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I watched it while I was at work.
I'm still like, bro, what is y'all doing? So I'm gonna let Zoo hold the reins on this one and narrate and give his opinions, and then we'll bounce off of you, my friend. So take the lead.
So as the show is gonna start, then I get a tweet notification. Like I said, I was at work, get a tweet notification because I had my Twitch pulled up because they were gonna show it, and they're like, okay, concerts pushed back an hour. I was like, all right, this is typical Kanye thing. I'm not surprised. I backed out on my Twitch as I was getting ready to log back in after the hour, all right, concert's backed up 30 more minutes, you know. And I was like, oh,
That
God.
nigga was taking a nap.
I was like, it's 11:30 at night, bro. Yeah, God, especially the people at the East Coast, bro. That shit's insane.
They was calling their boss as it was going on.
Yeah.
Hey, you know I'm not gonna be able
I'm
to
not
come
gonna
coming
right?
in.
I'm watching this Kanye thing.
Yeah.
The sun is rising.
Right.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
be able to
okay.
make it.
You fired too.
Enjoy the concert.
And then, like I told y'all, the Twitch chat was going insane because people were complaining because it's late.
Mhm.
But then the show started.
Everybody all happy.
But then like it was like 20 minutes of Sunday service
Bro,
gospel.
I
Bro, the Twitch comments were killing Kanye and Drake. They were like, what the fuck is this shit? I know we're not gonna get. I didn't stay up till past midnight. Some people were like, I'm in Europe. It's 5 a.m. here.
ain't all the Kanye fans Christians.
Because I was at work and I'm just listening. I'm like, okay, and it's just church. I'm just, all right, they slapping. I'm damn. Is it? Are they gonna get on stage?
I'm cleaning up. I'm like, damn, did I accidentally press rewind or something?
Yeah.
Like, why are they still singing?
Like they still rocking for a minute. Is this the album?
15 minutes. They went for
Facts.
15 to 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Before anything happened, I was just like, all right.
And then Ultralight being played, and that's when I knew. I was like, all right, finally,
Uh-huh.
the show is gonna start. And yeah, that's when they came up from like the ashes, if you will, because there's nothing but smoke.
Yeah, man.
A lot of smoke.
A lot of smoke.
Cover up them beams that Jay Prince had all over.
Some sniper shots. I hope you get a word wrong.
Yeah.
Miss a step. Watch what happens.
It was so good. And then they came down together. I thought they were gonna start off together, but then it was just Kanye. And then he started with one Donda song, Praise God, shout out to Baby King.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't rapping, and I was like,
It was
fuck.
weird.
I was
He
like, Kanye
started
doesn't know
weird.
his lyrics, bro.
Bro,
I
hey,
was like,
I
ain't
thought
no
he
way.
was like, I was like,
Yeah, I was like, no way, in front of the whole world, this is
Man.
being streamed. Because, like I said, he forgot his Sunday service ones, but that Sunday service, mainly only Kanye fans watch that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I was like, fuck, he forgot. Then he said, let's take it back to day one. Did Jesus walk? And then he went on a tear, like 15 songs straight,
He
classics.
nuts.
He knew every word. He was out of breath. It was like his first show in forever.
Some doggone Goku boots he was wearing.
Man, them weighted
50
boots. Like,
times.
man, he finna destroy the
Golly.
planet.
Oh,
He was
God.
trying to hop on. He gonna have a 40-inch vertical when he take those off.
Bro,
Facts.
them things was wide. It was
They were
wide
reaching
at
up his knees, bro. That's insane.
That
I
nigga
don't
had
even know how you walk because they don't even look like they bent from the ankle or anything.
It must be like a shoe, and then that's just like a little sock that goes.
That nigga was
above
missing the
it.
rest
'Cause
of
you
the
can, there's no
the
way to get your
Batman.
foot in there.
He was missing the rest of the Batman outfit, bro. He was
Unless it's zipped up and you put it. I
Something,
don't
I
know.
don't
But
know.
that shit was crazy.
Hey, he was out of. I will get this to Kanye. I haven't seen Kanye perform live, like on video or whatever, in a while. Especially because of everything that was going on with the Donda thing.
Mhm.
Like he was just standing there the whole time,
Yeah.
setting himself on fire. I'm like, okay, I didn't know what to expect, and I even told you, I'm like, he looks. First of all, he looked happy. He looked genuinely like happy
Yeah.
to be out there and performing. He looked like he slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
He took the patches out of his head and was like, let me grow my hair back.
Yeah.
You said he got his eyebrows back.
Yeah.
He looked like he was just thoroughly enjoying
Like he got
himself.
some sleep that wasn't in a stadium.
Yeah, like he went through a natural REM cycle. Like he looked good, and it looked like he was really enjoying. Like you said, he was out of breath, but I'm gonna chalk that up to the boots and the altitude. He wasn't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smoke in there.
A lot
too.
of smoke. He's probably inhaled some of that fog. And it was, but it looked good, man. It looked
He
good.
definitely
honestly.
needs to apologize for selling that jail uniform for like $600. Bro, that's a jail county shirt.
Oh yeah, I
That's
seen
a
that.
county shirt.
Free Hoover on the
With
back.
the
I'm
regular
like-
generic typing.
I was like, wow.
It wasn't even Times New Roman or nothing. It was just regular font.
Not
I'm like, what is
cursive
this?
or
Nothing. I'm like, what
It
is
wasn't
this?
embroidered?
Not spray paint. Not I'd have paid for it if it was spray paint, but it's just
It was tape.
your font here, your logo here. I was like, what is this? I was like, damn, we got a better logo than that.
That nigga with the Teespring.
Facts.
And I'm looking, I'm like, all right, what kind of shirt is this? That ain't nothing but a scrub.
Facts.
I was,
Oh
man.
man.
We'll continue.
Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, so he did his thing. He performed all the classics. He didn't even do a single Donda song till the end again. But
Yeah.
No, Drake did.
yeah, oh yeah, Drake did. So
Drake killed 24. I
He
ain't
did.
gonna lie.
He
I
snapped
said
on
I
that.
need that version. I prefer that version than the Kanye one because Drake is actually singing. Although I prefer Kanye's "Find Your Love" over Drake's "Find Your Love." At least to me.
I know that Find Your Love was
That
tough.
Find Your Love was kind of weak. I feel like
Because
he
he forgot the lyrics.
words.
He forgot
was
the-
like,
he forgot the version.
Hey, hey, hey.
I don't know. Drake snapped on that one. That's his.
That's his song.
That's
I didn't know
his.
Kanye wrote that. I knew
I think he just wrote
produced
the hook,
it. Okay.
the chorus.
Hey,
That's the main part.
hey.
But yeah, he did that, and then they did "Runaway," where that went viral because obviously "Runaway" is a classic song already.
Yeah.
But then shout out Kim at the end.
Why is that so much of a classic? Like that, is it because of the when he was in the red? And
I
playing
think
on the
so. I
piano
think
mostly?
that made it because that was his first performance after he went up on stage with Taylor Swift.
Oh wow.
He had basically disappeared at that time. That was like the first time anyone had seen him. Because then he recorded that album in Hawaii. So like he was
had to find himself again.
Yeah. And then so I think that, and then the song is, at least for me, is amazing.
I like it.
As soon as you hear that first piano, everyone knows what song.
I remember they had the little video, right? It was like 9 minutes or
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah, it has a 9-minute video and a 30-minute like movie thing.
He did his thing.
No, that was definitely a dope concert.
We gotta talk about the elephant in the room though. It was, the Twitterverse was not happy with Mr. Aubrey Graham's performance.
They were
lighting him up,
and I didn't want to murder him because Team Drake over here now.
Go back 10 pods ago.
Bro, if y'all saw our group chat, Lord have mercy.
Never.
But he was getting a lot of flack for performing most of his new songs, and I was kind of blue about that. I will say that. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I don't think Kanye. I don't think he meant it like that. But I don't think they were truly together rehearsing.
There was
I think it was like, okay,
a lot of memes about that.
Yeah, like, I feel like he kind of had like Drake like doing his own thing. Like, I feel like him and Mike Dean was practicing on their own, which is why it took an hour and a half. He was like, all right, all them songs, we're ripping all of those and we're putting the old schools
like,
in.
You heard the original set? All right, scrap that track list. As soon as Drake performs his, we're going to start this new one.
I want to shout out Mike Dean, too. Mike Dean was going crazy on the beats. I think he was doing like a little vocalizer thing with some. Yeah. I'm like, okay, Mike. Mike was like, shoot, I got some sleep, too.
Yeah. He was being held hostage.
Yeah, man.
He was sleeping in the chair,
tied up. Some shorts.
Like, that's the running like joke.
Yeah.
The Kanye that like Mike Dean lives in Kanye's basement.
Especially after Donda.
Yeah. And but yeah, that was also a thing that like people were saying that he like set him up, and then they had this one picture of like Kanye winking, and then he's like, "Yeah, Drake, we're just gonna perform our new albums." He's winking, but I mean, they look happy. They look like friends.
I honestly like we said this a million times. The beef was never real. It was rich nigga petty stuff they was doing back and forth, but I do commend them for like, you know what,
piecing it up.
Yeah, because it's like it's one of those things where it's like. The world is better when those two collab and when those two are like friendly. Yeah. Because there's no telling what creativity. There's no telling what happens 5 years down the line. Maybe they find something else to be petty about. But for now, even the chance of whatever creative thing they can make together. Is like because this Larry Hoover thing was done in what 2 weeks. They figured all of this out in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Like so, just imagine they really sat down together and was like, let's create something.
Yeah.
Like
make an album. Let's go on tour. Do something,
They're gonna break the world.
I really think Drake just wanted to piece it up, and then Kanye kind of blew it up a little bit, like too much. I don't think he really wanted to do this Hoove concert, so that's why when he was like,
Jay Prince wanted
just he was like, just do our new stuff. Drake was like, cool.
Yeah,
I'm not really feeling a whole concert,
He definitely was a guest. Like he felt like a guest,
like the feature, the co-host.
Yeah,
and I don't blame him for that. Because it really wasn't the atmosphere. It was more of a Donda atmosphere, a Kanye atmosphere than was Drake.
Even though I've seen Drake do stuff like that, but that
was like real big.
No, that was ridiculous. Which is it's
like you seen the picture.
But I ain't gonna hold. Yeah, I got a bunch of Snapchat.
I ain't seen too many Drake pictures like that.
Now, what I will say is this though, and obviously, like I said, if this was Kanye doing the okey doke, Drake didn't have much of a choice. But like. If Drake starts with Over, like the instrumental for Over, that stadium is probably gonna like split down in half. Like that's a you hear that you remember exactly like where you were.
2K11, I remember it.
Bro. when I first heard that in 8th grade, this was right when I was starting to get. No, it was 8th grade, maybe 7th.
I know it was 8th because I was in 8th grade. I was in high school.
So maybe my 7th grade year then probably. But
it came out in 2010. Because Think Me Later came out.
I was a sophomore.
Oh dang, yeah. So like when that came out, it was just like everybody was like, "Oh, he's not Jimmy from Degrassi. Like this is like he's his own beast right now." So if he starts with that, and then just goes through he's got we did it. He got a bunch of hits. He go through that. It would have been nuts. Like I said though, I enjoyed it for the most part. I do get where some of the slander was coming because he didn't go crazy, but he didn't do bad.
And I also think if he would have done his hits, then even more people than right now, they would have been like, all right, this is the verses, and they would have pitted them against each other again.
Which would have,
and knowing them two, they're probably gonna be like I said, no, I was in my boy Evan, shout out. He texted me. He's like, yo, I just saw the Drake. He's like a huge Drake stan. And he was mad at the way that you know Drake performed because he's like Kanye basically killed him, and I was like. And I told him, I was like, I hope Drake doesn't see, like, all the slander. And now he feels some type of way. Like, yo, Kanye did outdo me. How you going to do me? Like, and now they hate each other again.
Yeah, like.
I was like, because, you know, they have really big egos.
I was thinking that, too, because I was like I literally just said, the world is better when those two are friendly and collabing. Right. So I don't want to see him getting like, man, that was a lot of fun. Then just so happen to check his phone, and he's trending because of how bad people think he did. Like I said, I don't think he went crazy, but I think he did good. It was okay, maybe way too sexy, maybe not. Like he could have probably subbed something from way too sexy or something like that.
I feel like he was Kanye. This your show. I know this your show. So I'm gonna just show up. And I'm not gonna half-ass it. Yeah. I'm gonna 3/4 ass it. I'm not gonna full ass it. But
and then he when Jake started, he did say, I kind of want to do my new shit. Yeah. He was kind of letting people know, like, I hope you guys don't expect.
Which is why I think like that whole Kanye thing was like an okie doke. I feel like he wouldn't have said that if Kanye does all of Donda. Yeah. There's no reason to have that conversation. There's no reason to say that to the fans. It's like, hey, look, me and Mike agreed on 5 songs. I don't got nothing else for y'all. Yeah. But before 2016, you get God's plan and that's it. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, he said, no, I'm not going to perform. He went up in the rafters like Batman and grabbed him so quick.
But, man, I enjoyed it, though.
They ended it with Forever. I was kind of, I don't know why I was expecting Lil Wayne and like Eminem to come out. Yeah. I just had that wish because I heard it and I was like just wishful thinking. Yeah. But you know, maybe one day.
Maybe we get them all on the stage again one day. Maybe. Is there any final thoughts you have before we move on?
No, I just hope an album or at least a tour comes out of it so I can go see it.
I did want to just be like, F you to the FBI that was like, oh, thank you for the concert. It was a great event, great people, but no, we not rocking with you. They was like, we not doing that at all. So
they said that?
They was like, they tweeted it.
Yeah, they said they was like, that they're bringing attention to Larry Hoover. And then I saw a tweet that said, they were like, if you're pissing off the FBI and the CIA, you're doing something right.
Yeah. They were like, it was a good effort, but he's a criminal.
He's locked up.
He's a bad criminal. Like, no, he's not.
And I also had just like a little funny banter. Who wins in that a spades match? Meech, Hoover, or Chapo? In that little spades or domino.
Poker or something. Yeah. Dominoes. If it's dominoes, Chapo got it. I feel like. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know who the fourth would be in spades, but I feel like Meech got a mean stale face.
Come on, T. We gotta do this. T. Shout out Meech, bro. He killed that show, but bro, like the first 2 episodes was. Right. He can't act. He can't act. No, in the first 2 episodes it was kind of bad. It was like, all right, he getting it up under him. The rest of it was good, but he was kind of bad in the first one. All right, Terry, let's do this, T. All right, let's go.
Let's sit down somewhere. What else we got, man?
Somebody had some Apple slander. Who was that?
Oh, that was me.
Okay, let's get to it.
Why are we hating on Apple?
They made up for the last hour. No. They so I ordered on Black Friday. I ordered some new AirPods, the Generation 3. Yeah. I got them in after they were in Thailand, they're in Hong Kong, they're in some other part of China
everywhere but your pocket.
Yeah, for a solid. I'll blame more UPS for this part because Apple did tell me I was gonna get it on the 15th, and then when I got the tracking thing, UPS said on the 1st. So I was like, all right, Apple was trying to be like a little conservative, but UPS said on the 1st. Get home on the 1st from work, take a nap. I wake up.
I can't wait.
Fact, I was excited, bro. My,
It's an AirPod.
my old
Nigga, she like
AirPods.
the Tooth Fairy was coming.
Christmas came early.
Oh,
My
man.
first AirPods didn't. My left ear wasn't working anymore, so that's why.
Bro, is it the left ear that gives out for everybody? My left
Mine's
ear.
starting to get loose,
Like,
but yeah.
like, what in the world?
But,
All right, continue. I'm sorry. Oh, that
I,
was
wait,
funny.
I wasn't getting it,
He
and then I'm
started
like,
crying.
I'm checking because it says like by 8 p.m. or whatever. I was like, all right. And then
It's 3:30.
I-
They gonna be on time?
Yeah. And then I never got them, so I checked like the whole tracking, and that's when it said it was in Hong Kong. And you know, I was like, ain't no fucking way. Bro.
They
And then-
UPS got it.
And then I waited. I waited like
That's
3,
what they
4.
meant to say. Oh no, we're gonna get it December 1st.
Yeah.
We don't know when you gonna get
Fact.
it.
Fact. That's definitely what
Apple
happened.
said we said the 15th. I don't know why you thought something else. No, we said
We
the
said the
15th.
15th.
Fact. I should have listened to them. Because yeah, then it was in Hong Kong and Thailand for forever, but then out of nowhere it was like Arkansas, Kentucky, in your home that same day. I was like, damn, who fucking
They
spent
threw that.
all that shit? I think so, cause
Fire in the hole.
honestly, I think so. Cause when I got it, I connected it. The right one was making a static noise even without music. As soon as I connected the Bluetooth, put them in my ear, it was making a little static buzzing
He was
noise.
gonna throw it back.
I
Y'all
was
messed
like-
up.
I was like, ain't no fucking way. I'm like this unlucky that I get the one fucked up AirPod. But so I checked Reddit. I was like, maybe this is like an occurrence or something. Let me check the reviews. So I haven't checked the reviews, and I check on Reddit, and apparently this is a common occurrence with the Generation 3 that the right one doesn't work, or like it makes that static noise.
Shouldn't be.
They was like, yeah, we gonna give out on the left one with the old one. These new ones, we gonna mess them up.
Facts.
The right one gonna give out.
No, they went to Hong Kong and they got them wish joints set out. That's what they
Switched them out, and then so
$14.99.
So I texted my homie, you know, shout Angel, and then and I was like, yo, why? Because he knew I was gonna get him. Because I was asking him like, oh, is there any Black Friday specials or whatever? I think I got a gift card. If you bought something, you get a gift card. And he's like, nah, I've never heard that before. I was like, I'm just on Reddit, and there's a.
Crystals behind the
I
mic.
No. Nothing wrong with this product.
Facts.
Probably just you.
was like, just on Reddit.
Is that okay, Mr. Prince?
I saw an array of people shitting on it. And he's like, and shout out Angel, it was funny because he was like, if you're looking for Bigfoot, you get pictures of Bigfoot. Don't mean he's real. And I was like, are you right? You got me on there. So, but today I went to the store
Good argument.
and they just gave me new ones.
You could
Basically,
have went to the store the whole time.
yeah, but I mean, no. So I got the case engraved. They just switched me
Oh,
out.
yeah, you
Their
bougie bum.
pot.
I forgot about that.
They just it was a free engraving. I didn't pay for it. But they just switched out the actual pot. So I still have to sync it up. I didn't do that because I was running late to come here. So I just
Look
went
at
home.
you.
I left,
Hey,
yeah.
priorities.
Priorities.
So I still have to sync it up. So hopefully it works. Now I don't have to show back up over there. But you know, that was my slight.
Your
Apple
AirPods gonna be
slander.
standing like, so we heard you was talking stuff.
Fact.
But now, speaking of just delivery being weird in general,
Oh, coming from the guy. From
Yeah.
Sam
Bro,
View.
Amazon's system like shut down for like a whole day.
Oh, I saw on TikTok.
Yeah, I
people were
wasn't-
like playing soccer in
Yeah,
the
I
warehouse.
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't working, but literally, it was. I think it was one of my off days. I want to say it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday, the whole delivery system worldwide just was like no, like
No packages
no
today.
packages for none of y'all, and it was shut down for like hours. I was getting notifications because I have an app from work. So like the managers was texting like, "Hey guys, we know the system is down. They're trying to figure it out." I'm talking, folks wasn't getting out the warehouse. Y'all see me when I'm on the road. I'm usually on the road by like 10:30. Niggas wasn't leaving the warehouse till like 1 something.
Damn.
And it was like, and then the app was even down for a little bit. The Amazon app, I
Oh,
was
the
trying.
driver app or
Yeah, no,
whatever?
the app to shop.
Oh.
I was trying to order some stuff like to finish up the rest of my Christmas shopping. The app
Facts.
showed a little doggy picture. Was like, we're sorry, we can't go through with your order.
Yo, the CIA said Amazon keeps supporting Larry Hoover. It was presented by them. We show you.
This is a warning, okay?
We got something for you.
Y'all gonna tell Jeffrey there's no more of this, okay?
Because they had it on the Amazon website while the concert was going. If you went to order something on Amazon, on the homepage it said free Larry Hoover. Yeah.
FBI was on.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we
Eating
ain't
banana.
fucking
They
with
like,
that.
I don't like that.
I didn't like
don't
that at all. Hey, press the Amazon button. But yeah, it was delivery has been weird, bro. Like it was, and then like folks get like a random huge uptick of stops. Like I had the TikTok I did, I had 130 one day, and that whole jumped to like 198 the next. I was just like I get it, it's the holidays, but y'all can't just throw that on me.
Yeah.
It needs to be a gradual progression. I need 130, 135, look, 146.
Maybe a 150 to shake it up a bit. But,
you don't just jump up to almost 200.
What's next? 215? Nah.
It's gonna be me walking about this.
There's gonna be 215 packages in this van somewhere.
Okay, how big the truck y'all gave me is? No.
Because y'all will hire me again. I already know.
I'm already knowing, man. I keep getting the Indeed apply here.
Bro, every day I
hiring.
get an email, Amazon interview.
Bro, another thing, I'm looking for another job because I want to finally use my degree.
Tired of that slave labor.
That too. But I also want to use my degree at least until this creativity stuff can really blow up for me. And it can become, you know, what I do just because I love it. So I'm doing my basic job search. I don't know what it is with these sites. Once they realize, oh, he's been applying a lot to Indeed, I've been getting email after email. Oh, job search, job alert, job finder, USPS. Is this the third time trying to reach you for an interview? Y'all niggas ain't hit me up for no interview.
They be sharing the hell out your email address. I'm like, I don't even know this Robert Harris job finder. It's like, who the hell is
who is this? We hope this email finds you well. How did you get my email to begin with?
Yeah.
Because I didn't send it to y'all. They be like, oh, why? Walmart is hitting you up for your third interview.
At one point, I was getting so many that I checked my credit just to make sure, like nobody stole it. I didn't. Because I already got my shit stolen. I was like, bro, let me check my credit score to see if I don't have like any.
You was gonna be at a 2.
Nah.
You good, man?
No, yeah, I'm good.
We almost done.
No. We can keep going.
What else we got?
We got Jussie Smouye.
Oh, he's
everybody's
guilty.
favorite liar.
Guilty.
Saying so.
Is he's guilty on what, 5 of the 6?
Yeah.
Or disorderly conduct, was it?
Yeah, basically I think falsifying like a police report and stuff like that. But it all comes down to you rich, so you'll only get like
Is he rich though?
I mean, he did Empire for
he
a
did
bit.
Empire. If he saved his money, he is. And
I
then,
take lawyer fees and all.
I don't know.
This was a big thing. He made a lot of people look stupid.
It was. And Empire looked stupid, bro.
But like
his co-stars was coming out, oh, we stand with you, Jussie, and all of that type of stuff.
And
them hoes, they
make Terrence Howard look stupid. It's over with.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You lying, man. In Chicago, man.
When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I could have been right.
So I'm still right. So I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I was right. But yeah,
is he getting? He's not getting jail time.
Community service, I think, is what they say, or probation, or something.
We're gonna see him on 290 picking up trash.
Something rich people
side.
get away with. But yeah,
probably do a food drive or something.
Oh yeah,
gift drive.
And he swear up and down. He still to this day he swear up and down it happened. And it's just like,
I mean, it happened, but it was fake.
I mean, I heard it was a lot of other stuff entwined.
We saw them. We saw the Jamaicans ordering the
Nigerians.
The Nigerians. We saw them at the gas station.
Yeah.
There's video of that.
Like you pick Subway.
Bro,
it was cold as hell that day.
Thank you. It was 2:00 in the morning. We was going through a winter vortex that year. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, that was insane.
Folks had to like put blankets up against their doors because that's how cold it was. And you outside at 2:00 in the morning going to Subway.
Downtown, windy, even windier because you were by the lake.
Yeah.
Even worse.
And you got beat up. It was 2 other people out there.
Just 2 other people just
ready to just find somebody to beat up.
That knew you specifically to call you the F word, the N word, all of that type of stuff.
And had a rope. Come on, man. Well, he's guilty. That nigga's guilty.
Bro, it's just like, cause even when I first heard the story, I was like, you know what, I hope
I kind of sort of believe.
I did.
Yeah.
But once I kept hearing the details, I'm like, this nigga was in Chicago? I'm like, I'm looking outside. I'm like, nigga, I don't even want to step outside.
That was 2 p.m. No, 2 a.m. That was all. Subway.
What? Subway.
Yeah, because it was that year they got -50 wind chill, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
That sounds disrespectful.
On some like day after tomorrow type stuff, niggas step outside and freeze. Like that's how cold
I remember
it felt.
that because my husky, he was loving it. The struggle I had to get him in. I was like, I'm like 2 seconds away from someone calling the cops on me
because he don't want to come in.
Not want to come inside.
What's the lowest they can tolerate?
I think negative, like 60, like without the wind chill.
Wow.
So,
which
yeah.
is insane.
He
I
was
Googled
real
it.
life just chilling.
Yeah, because I
chilling.
Googled it. And he was enjoying. He
Nice
was
day
laying
out.
down in the fucking snow. I was like,
No,
dog,
hey,
come
I
inside.
would have been looking like, bro, if I got to trudge through this snow to
Yeah.
come get you, you gonna be using the
I'm
bathroom
like,
inside.
you like
I'ma
it so
just
much
clean-
out there.
I'm finna close the door.
Yeah.
They finna take you away. 'Cause I'm about to close the door. You finna get
You come to the
took.
door when you ready, dude.
You know how to Paul. just knock on it. What else we got, man?
Explain why you hate our fans, Rico.
Why do I hate what was it?
This is the attack on Rico. No,
Because I don't know what.
No, it was a little funny thing because I was listening to like a couple of our last pods, and usually towards the end, once we cross an hour, like even if we still have like last week, I think G Baby crossed out like 4 of them because we didn't even get to them. Because towards the end, once we crossed the hour, Rico's like, "All right, let's get." Like Kanye was at that. I don't know if you finished watching the whole concert.
I'm almost done with
But
it.
towards the end, he would do just the hook, and then he'd be like, "All right, Mike Dean, next
Yeah,
one, next
I seen
one."
that, I seen that.
And that's how Rico gets. I was like, Rico does not want to give our fans any extra content
none
at
of
all.
extra content.
That's not true. The issue is, first of all,
There's
as
a
y'all,
pistol come out.
as y'all know, as you guys know, I've sometimes had issues with the editing and stuff like that. So I'd be like, okay, hour and a half is about as far as I'm willing to go for
Right.
some content.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the time it takes
Yeah.
more so than the actual process. It's like, that's why it's like until recently, I ain't been able to get both the audio and the video up the same day.
Right.
Yeah.
The audio will be up and the video will be uploading. Like, I will actively have it uploaded. That whole won't drop till Friday. We meeting again. We
Right.
like,
Oh, what a video
it's
was.
just like, so that would be the biggest thing, is just the time thing. I don't hate the fans. Friendly Fire Nation, I love y'all. If I could, once we able to actually hire people to do it on ourselves, we can go for 3 hours for all I care. I don't care.
He just don't want to do it no more.
I'm just tired
Send
of
your
editing it by
applications
myself.
through.
Send your applications to Friendly Fire 2021
Unpaid
at
intern, though.
gmail.com.
Unpaid. Emphasis
We ain't-
on unpaid.
Unpaid. We ain't got no
Very
money for y'all.
unpaid.
Very unpaid.
You might get a water
slave work.
bottle.
Almost slave work. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you guys are interested in, doing your stuff in the editing, hey, slide through. We'll welcome you. But yeah, I don't hate the fans. Okay,
I
love
just thought
y'all.
it was funny.
Because
I was
every
like,
time you
Rico
say
hates
that,
the fans.
I was like, I'm gonna wait till the day of to ask. Because I'm not gonna give you no extra ammo to throw at me. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna sit back and figure out why I hate the fans this time around.
Rico be in the crib. Do I hate the fans?
I be pacing through the wall, like, through the hallway.
I did
like,
say this. But do I hate the fans?
Mama, listen to this. Do it sound like I hate the fans? What else we got?
I was right again with the Kyle Rittenhouse media tour.
Oh,
we
you
knew
were.
that.
We been knew that.
Yeah, we knew that, bro.
He's- I don't
Meeting
even-
with everybody.
I didn't know who that podcast was.
I think she's like, apparently she's really big, but I think she's like obviously
Big
the Red
emotion-
Wing.
Yeah, conservative.
So I don't know. That's their
Political
rumor,
rumors.
which sucks because her last name is Gonzalez and she doesn't even look Latin. So
It's a lot of them out there like that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, woo. Y'all had sex with one Mexican and that was it. Like
Yeah.
y'all was like white evidence from the
Facts.
It's just the
Bleached.
patriarch. It's just like, yeah, we gonna copy and paste till we run out of ink. Just run out of all the ink and just keep printing them out.
But I bring it up to transition to our next topic. He took some shots at LeBron
Oh, he did.
about that. So how did you feel about
I mean,
that?
I was like, I guess Kyle isn't that bad. No, I'm just kidding. I just find it funny to say that. But no, obviously it's like fucked up. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear about you. You're on your,
Except
obviously
the people who
in the right wing.
Yeah.
Cause it came up on my Facebook. So one of my friends shared it, like on some like shut the fuck up type thing. But he shared it from that podcaster's page. So I clicked on the comments, and obviously all the comments were all white people, 50 and up. All like, oh, thank you
With
for
shades.
protecting USA.
American hat.
Yeah.
Thank you for
America.
protecting Kenosha and protecting us and protecting our country. And I'm like, bruh. So obviously, I mean, it was expected. I mean, at this point, I don't really get angry. It's like, why am I gonna get angry? There's no when they're that far gone, there's nothing you could do to change them.
Yeah.
Besides the only and even barely like when they have a kid or a granddaughter that ends up being, mixed. Then sometimes, but even then, it's like they just like that kid. It's not like that they like everybody else. And then that kid is light skinned, so I guess they give him a pass or whatever.
Yeah.
But
And plus, they're growing up around them anyways.
Yeah.
So it's
So
like,
at
those
that point,
ideals sometimes end up getting ingrained.
yeah.
yeah.
end
So
up-
I mean, at that
yeah.
point, I'm not gonna get mad, and it's just try not to give it promo, because obviously us sharing is just gonna give him what he wants.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna go too long.
So it's a good thing LeBron. I don't think he responded, right?
You lose that argument because it's like, well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because it's pretty much.
So the biggest thing with me is that I've always been a fan of LeBron's advocacy for what's right. Even if you get upset, whatever he does on the court, you ain't gonna deny how he feels about civil rights and all that type of stuff. So hearing Kyle Rittenhouse say what he has to say, I'm like, all right, whatever. Because Donald Trump Jr. was saying the same thing. And see, I think my biggest problem, and I know it's never going to get solved, my biggest problem is that they won't say this. Then you're not going to say this to LeBron's face. Like, it's just like, both of y'all niggas is billionaires now. Little Junior, like we y'all can square up. Like if
y'all can meet up.
Y'all can meet up. Both of y'all got money now. If that's the issue, I'm too. Oh, that nigga rich too. So it's one of those things where it's like he's just going to, like you said, press tour run. He's gonna go around the country. I don't know how Joe Rogan's views. He ends up on there. I don't know if I'd be surprised. I ain't gonna lie about that. And so like the whole thing is just like it shows how powerful LeBron James is. Because you easily could have not said something. But because this prominent black man who has millions of fans and millions of people watching him at all points in time to either make a mistake or do something great.
You called him out.
You called him out. Because you know that this is what's going to get you ahead. And not matter of fact, you already going to get people sharing you, oh, I'm so great to meet this American hero or all of that type of stuff. You called out the right person because you know that's how powerful he is. So I'm not even annoyed by it because, if anything, for me, it's allowing us to really realize just how big and outworldly LeBron really is.
Because to be honest, I don't even know if we get any, because that was the only snippet we got from that interview. So I don't even know if that interview reaches like the left wing or any of us without
if it doesn't say
that.
LeBron.
So I mean, so it's like one of those things. If you don't give it, I mean, he's already out. It's not like we're gonna throw him back in. You know, it's just one of those things that just put him out of the way. Like same thing like with Zimmerman. I mean, there's nothing. Disrespectful. Every year he says something wild to get himself back in the news, but at this point, no one cares anymore. It's like, all right, you know, you're fucked up, and you're gonna catch the wrong one on the right day one day, but you know.
Until then, it's none of our business. That's basically how I
keep living.
Yeah, because I refuse. I shouldn't say refuse. I do my best to not keep getting upset at these situations. And then everybody was like, oh, y'all care too much because it was 2 white people he killed. I'm like, first of all, wrong is wrong. That's the issue right then and there.
Exactly.
Because everybody wants, my thing is, this whole fight recently, everybody wants to talk about this is a civil rights fight. The whole basis of civil rights is to gain equality, more or less. There's some people who believe we should be separate, but whatever. But at its core, a lot of it is still based off of equality. So you can't say that and then within the same breath say, okay, this white person who killed 2 white people who were protesting for, I cannot remember his name right now, but for the Black Lives Matter protest, oh, we don't care about that. Y'all talk all the time about wanting allies. Y'all want the white person to stand up. Y'all want the white person to say something when they see injustice being done. But now that something has happened to them at the hands of another white person, but because it was white, that's not our problem. As basic humans, somebody going out of the, like, just, okay, even if you take out the details of Black Lives Matter protest, the fact that it was a police shooting that caused all this in the first place, somebody drove we talked about this, I don't know how many episodes, somebody drove in a state with a gun he couldn't legally own because he was underage to seek out problems, basically.
Vigilante justice.
Vigilante justice, which is a crime, and killed 2 people who were...
Which is also a crime. Apparently it's not for white people, but it is a crime.
Whether they were white, black, or blue, if I hear the story about somebody, like, okay, let's say...
It's a lot of illegal things you've done.
For example, the Michigan shooter. Say he ended up killing only white people. I'm not going to sit here and say, because no black person got shot. Wrong is wrong. That's wrong. We're humans at the end of the day. Even if you don't want to make this a Black Lives Matter thing, fine. We're humans at the end of the day. So one human with evil intent in his heart and his mama heart drove down seeking problems, found problems. Vigilante justice.
They didn't want us to drink out the same fountains. I just put it like that. You gonna try to pad like there's no equal. It's like whether you kill 100 million blacks or 100 million whites, they don't care about the 100 million blacks. It's you killed 100 million people when you kill 100 million whites. It's just blacks. Nobody cares about the number because We're gonna make more. Niggas don't die, we just multiply.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares. It's like, it's always gonna be racism. You're never gonna solve it. Because I didn't care about this trial too much because it was no black people involved. Why am I gonna risk my neck out here? I'm not an ambassador. You see what I'm saying?
And I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I understand that.
It's like,
I understand that point of view.
Because it's like, you're gonna go to war every time.
My thing
I'm gonna throw my
is,
body on the line every time.
But see, I'm not one that's going to, I will speak up. That's about, y'all know me, that's about as far as I really go with stuff. If I see something wrong happening, I'm going to speak out about it.
Yeah.
Whether they black, like I said, black, white, Mexican, it don't matter. If I see an injustice done to somebody, that's just basic human empathy.
No, 100%. But like I said, the grocery cart test. They wouldn't let us drink out of fountains. You think they're going to put our grocery carts away? You think they're going to put a grocery cart away? No. Black people use this cart. I'm not going to use this cart. It's just how it is. Nobody cares.
That's tough, though, because of the simple fact that it was two white people who were supporting the movement.
And then it's all these black people line up to fight it, defend it, get gunned down, beat up, and then where are we at?
Square one.
I'm not going to fight every fight.
I get you.
I only get one life, so I'm finna throw it away every time somebody, white, Asian, somebody else gets beat. Oh, we gotta stand up for that. No, if we have a coalition, an army behind it, that's gonna, we don't got no leader.
No,
Who's our leader? Jay-Z? He's the most respected one.
Yeah.
He's more respected than Jussie Jackson.
Folks crap on Jussie Jackson at any given time.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Al Sharpton.
We don't have no
Al Sharpton,
We don't have no leadership, but you expecting Julio and them from over there to stand up for two Jewish people in Kenosha. Why?
That's fair. I think, well, real quick, in regards to like the leadership aspect, what's the steps? Because it's like, my thing is, I want to word this correctly. So with somebody like a Fred Hampton, who was a polarizing figure and like basically made himself like, hey, I'm going to be the head of this snake.
Right.
Like, whatever happens is going to, like we said earlier, it's going to start with me and then work its way down situation. Nobody wants to, even back to the rap union, nobody wants to be the face of that. Because if something goes wrong, so-and-so enter rapper name here started a failing whatever. Right. So, like, because nowadays, any black politician is going to end up getting corrupted by the system. Right. They're going to do something that even half of the black people don't like. Okay, he or she got to go. We can't. Yeah. Everybody was all geeked up when Lori got elected. Oh, we got our first gay politician. She was in there for 2 weeks, and niggas was like, yeah, she got to go. Yeah. Like,
all they do is shit on her now.
It's the what you gonna do. That's what you're in the leader. Mm-hmm. When you're a leader, it's always that what you gonna do. Like, you look at have you seen Malcolm X?
Mm-hmm. I've seen some of
it. Yeah, I've seen Malcolm X.
But there's that part when he's preaching and they beat up that dude, Brother Johnson, the police dude. And they was like, he better not die or we finna come up there and we need to get him proper medical treatment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And everybody was, what are you Muslims? You gonna preach in this preach? And he marched down to the police station and demanded it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with everyone.
With all the black people behind him. Then they was like, that nigga's powerful. And he's a leader now. Because all of this, man, they just beat him up, but I'm just going to be mad and throw bills. And like, no, he was like, let's go over there and take the fight to them. Mm-hmm. Nobody else stood, but hey, if this fails, it falls on him. And he was cool. He was cool with taking that. And that's how you become a leader. We don't have nobody. That's what Martin did. We not finna stand for this. We finna keep doing this. And we finna just, you know what? They gonna hate us. They gonna hate us. We follow that because I wasn't strong enough to do that. You wasn't strong enough to do that. So he's our leader. You take that now. So what? Jussie Jackson. I can do it, but he can't. I don't like how he doing it. I'm gonna do it. Mm-hmm. That's a divide between black leaders. Huey and Fred and what's his face? Bobby Seale. Divide between two leaders. Panthers was this way. Now they this way. Self-implosion.
But a lot of, even with Malcolm and MLK, it was somewhat of a, they ended up, they talked, they had kind of towards the end of their lives kind of like figured each other out a little bit better to like kind of coexist. Right. There was some like words between the two of them.
No, 100%. But at the end of the day, it's like you have your following and I have my following that we're chasing the better good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, what are we chasing here? It's like, we go stand up for them. What is that? Whose victory is that? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't help us.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, like the Nation of Islam wasn't fighting with like the Christians that MLK. So at that point, it's like two separate people fighting for the same cause. Where the other way, they're fighting each other. Like we said with
they fighting each other, and whoever survives with the 12 soldiers they got left, go fight the big bad.
And that's the thing is we don't have anybody. If they say, hey, the Friendly Fire podcast, let's go to Kenosha and stand up. We ain't got no business over there. And if it just does it, they just went up. Kyle Rittenhouse.
I don't know, man. We're wide.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's different. Some calls. Now it's different. We get stuff done.
Get somebody to slide from Mexico. We might be able
or that other unknown country.
It's
just like, because they don't care until we mob up and then they tear us down. That's the thing.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's not a threat till enough of them get upset.
It's like, what is Rico and Garrett and G-Baby going to do? Nothing. What is Rico and G-Baby going to do with 20,000 people? Some damage. Let's stop that. Internal divide. Oh, they don't like each other.
We beef over one childish thing.
We're going to this money, or I want to handle this way. Okay, now I'm taking my 10,000. You take your 10,000. Now we going to fight. At the end of the day, we'll have 2,500 apiece.
And maybe neither one of us
we had 20,000. We both gone. There's 2,500 people left. Mm-hmm. What did we accomplish? Nothing.
Day job.
Exactly. That's the Kyle Rittenhouse effect.
That's crazy.
If you stand up for every fight, we're going to get mowed down every single time.
I feel like, though, it doesn't have to, even with the standing up, and I don't want to harp on this entirely. I don't want to harp on it too long, but I think it's an important conversation to have because there are going to be opposing views on everything.
Right.
So, with my opinion on this is that even, like, standing up is such a strange phrase because I think people always believe it's supposed to be, oh, I'm just going to go outside to, like, harm's way. It could be something as simple as making a post about it, especially if you're somebody of some type of importance or some type of following, making a post about it, making your stance known, like, without putting, like, it's so easy to pick a side without putting yourself in harm's way now. Right. It's like the ones who go out of their way to protest, one, I commend them, but two, that's something that they feel that they have to personally do. I personally don't believe that I have to be out there marching to make my voice, mainly because of how serious I take social media as a tool, and how serious we take our voices, clearly, with these mics as a tool.
Right.
I feel like if we really had something to say, hey, world, X, Y, and Z is how we feel.
Yeah.
We don't got to necessarily be out there
but there's some people that think they do, that you need to be. You wasn't out there when they was sicking the hoses and the dogs on that. But I was still supporting. I was still fighting the fight, but you wasn't on the front lines. There's that divide. It's like, who did more than what? I did this, but I did this. I raised the money, but I was out there fighting. What's more important?
That's a good point.
You see? That's where the divide starts.
Mm-hmm. Just because of that indecision or
just because of that, like, what are we going to do here? Are we going to fight or not? No, we're going to be peaceful. Well, I want to fight. Divide. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Now we not GDs no more. We BDs. It's that simple. 500 ex-GDs start this. And now we have an eternal rivalry.
All because of one disagreement.
All because of one disagreement. Forever. Could have did something, but we didn't. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And you want us to stand up for every fight, everybody's fight. The Asian people don't click up and do that.
You know what I will say? And this is an annoyance of mine. Even though I do speak, I kind of try to pride myself on just speaking up on when wrong is wrong. But one thing I am tired of is, I think I may have said it here or maybe on a video I did. I'm tired of everybody expecting the blacks or the Mexicans sometimes too to just, where are y'all voice when whoa.
We're not America's army. We not.
Like, why do we got to be the first ones to speak? Y'all see what's going on just as much as we do. Maybe we want maybe for once we want to wait and see what's going on.
Nothing.
And maybe we want to find out all the details. Whenever we want to find out all the details, it's a problem because we're not speaking up enough.
Who else had to fight as hard as us to get half? Irish people ain't never had to fight this hard. Italians ain't never had to fight this hard. Chinese people ain't never, Jewish people ain't never had to fight this hard. Gay people ain't had to fight this hard. We still fighting.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not that far removed. It's not that far removed.
From the outside looking in, because I don't want to just fully
right.
But from the outside looking in, when you see either within the blacks, sometimes maybe within the Latino community, like, because I know, especially speaking with like the Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all of that type of stuff, you guys have y'all moments where it's just like, all right, I'm just happy to be of a Spanish nation. And it's other times where y'all like are at each other's throats when there's more similarities than there are differences. So like when you see either like the blacks disagreeing internally or seeing your own people disagree internally, where does your mind kind of go with all of that type of stuff in regards to either leadership or how stuff should be handled? Like where do you kind of like what do you think when you see stuff like that?
So like as regarding like when I see like internal struggles between like black folk or like in this case where like G Baby saying there's no reason we should be fighting for him, I agree. I always look at it as like that's in-house business between like y'all. I'm never gonna be like, yo, I'm going to
Kenosha.
I'm going to Kenosha. Like Rico, why aren't you coming with me? G Baby, why aren't you? Because I'm never gonna put you guys in that situation basically. And same thing with Latinos, because it is super always wishy-washy with us, because sometimes it'll be like we're Latinos and we're all like just happy to all be Latinos no matter what country you're from, and then sometimes it's like, oh, fuck the Puerto Ricans, fuck the Dominicans, fuck the Cubans. Like with the whole Trump thing, all the Latinos hated the Cubans. Like if you went on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube,
they was catching. They was catching.
Everyone was like, all right, Cubans ain't Latinos anymore. All that stuff. Everyone they were getting shit on. And then we go to a Bad Bunny concert, and he says, "Oh, we're all the Latinos at," and everyone's we're all a family type thing.
One big happy nation.
Yeah. So I mean, there's always going to be internal struggles, no matter basically what race you are, because even white people fight each other. You got the racist ones being like, oh, those people that stick up for the liberals, basically. That liberals is another way of basically calling them that words,
nigger lovers,
type thing. So I mean, that's basically their way of doing it. But I'm never gonna expect someone else to stick up for anything. If like a Mexican's getting abused, I expect the Mexicans to go do it. Now, if anyone else wants to come and help, that's
bonus points.
But you gotta throw that
expect the bare minimum to be the Mexican.
You gotta jump first.
Yeah,
because I don't know if you remember. I think it was last year, maybe a couple years ago, where it was like a spree of like the paleteros, the ice cream dudes that were getting beat up and robbed and type thing. I wasn't expecting like the Asians to come and save us. I wasn't expecting white people to come and save us. I was expecting other Mexicans or other Latinos to stand, especially Mexicans. Usually the paleteros are Mexican, depending on neighborhood, obviously. So I was expecting them to do something, or us to do something, I should say. And I wasn't expecting anyone else to come and save us. That's the same way where I see G Baby's point. Obviously, he's not going to risk his life for someone who doesn't know if they're going to have my back type thing. But then I could also see your point, people are people. Yeah. And I'm going to stand up.
And I don't want, because folks love twisting words. Yeah. I don't want people to think that I'm on some like all lives matter type stuff. I'm just, because I know
it's the fans. I told you.
Because folks love mixing stuff around. What I am saying is that me personally in my court, first of all, I'm always going to be black. That's not changing. Yeah. I'm always going to stick up for my people and speak up for what is right. But at the same time, I didn't agree with how people were addressing the two people who were killed in Kenosha, stating that it's not my business because they weren't black. My thing was, these were two people who were protesting for, even if they weren't, even if they was just there. Somebody driving interstate to kill to kill folks or to cause problems is a problem. No matter what race or color they were, my thing is I'm going to always stick for humanity. Yes, I'm always going to be black. I'm going to always stick for black people. But I'm going to always be on the side of humanity as well. Yeah. And that was just a lack of humanity of how I saw it. Because I don't want people to think, he just...
And that's how the news painted it. Because I didn't really know... I didn't pay too much attention to it. I didn't know the race of the people. Mm-hmm. I just assumed they was black. That's
I did too.
Making such a big deal about it. Then once I found out they wasn't black, then I was like, then they actually care because this was human life. Any other time it was... teenager with a troubled past, history of gang, murdered down by Homeland Justice defender. Yeah. But they painted this as like, this was a crime against humanity. This was murder. Yeah. We shouldn't do this as people. That's how they painted that.
So we've been trying to tell y'all that.
Yeah. It's the same. The same way you feel, other people die like this too. Uh-huh. And those other people have color. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You should feel the same way every single time. I feel that's what what it is. Because we don't feel that way every single time, That's why we're always racist.
Yeah.
But you see how we just had this conversation?
Yeah.
That's not hard for people to have that
It's not.
conversation. Even if at the end of it we still don't agree. Like I understand you guys more.
Right.
I can respect and even kind of be like, you know what, I see this point of view, whatever. Folks won't even have the conversation.
Because like ego gets in the way, pride gets in the way. And then going back to the like to the ally part, if you're an ally, be an ally. Don't expect anything back type thing. Like if I go to a Black Lives Matter march and I'm there because I genuinely want to be there, not because when something happens to a Mexican, I'm not going to be like, hey, Rico, G-Baby, I was at the Black Lives Matter march. Why aren't you at the Mexican Lives Matter march or whatever the case may be? I'm not expecting it back. I do it because I want to. Because I remember with when the Asians were getting attacked heavily in California, I think it was. Yeah. And a bunch of people from the Asian community were like, "Oh, well, where's Black Lives Matter now?"
And Black
and
folks
it's like if you guys wanted to come, we didn't say, "Hey, Asians, where you guys at?" You know, you guys want to come because you want to come, like out of your heart.
Right.
Don't expect anything back, type thing.
No, I feel that.
So, yeah.
Good conversation though.
Yeah,
These are conversations you need to have
have
with your people because it's like, first of all, you can't assume that everybody thinks the way you do.
Yeah.
We've been in this podcast for 5 months. I wasn't 100% sure that this is how they felt. It doesn't bother me, but it's like, it's good to know, okay, these are our point of views. This is how
next
we
week
think.
we're gonna see a video. Hey, Friendly Fire Nation, we're not getting an episode this week.
But nah,
because it doesn't come from a place of hate, and that's why
really
it's
trying to
like,
learn each other.
Because it's like I don't hate nobody. I don't hate Mexicans. I don't hate Rico.
Yeah.
I don't hate none of that. It is just like my mentality is what got me here. You don't have to follow that because it's not scripture. It's not that. It's just this is how I feel. Nothing changes. But this is just my opinion on this situation. I mean, it's sad when anybody dies. Trust me, I feel for everybody. Yeah. But you're not gonna get that response of, oh, we gotta fight and burn the country down every single time. You're not gonna get that every single time.
I feel that for sure. What else do we got?
We can get on the Spider-Man news. Let's kind of cheer it up. So
everybody and their mama has been is trying to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. And folks
we may or may not do a review, or we'll do the review. Yeah. We just don't know because remember first we did them separate episodes. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be in the same episode, different episode, but
Thursday at 7:00. Let's go.
Because I got my tickets for that Friday. I think
I got mine for Thursday.
I got mine Thursday 3:30.
Yeah,
I'm right after work.
Wow.
My Thursday at 4 p.m.
Bro, mine is at like.
Oh, I got two. I'm going on Friday as well.
Hey, I'm gonna have to be. I'll see you Friday.
I can stay off social media one day. I know that much.
I'm gonna be at work.
I didn't trust because since I work nights, I be on my phone. I don't trust myself to. So I was like, you know what? Let me check.
I gotta stay off Instagram.
There was still one on Thursday.
Because that's how I got part of Star Wars spoiled for me. Because it's been out for years. For those who don't know, but like one thing that was folks is jackasses. We talked about this, but dang, I can't believe how Han Solo died. First of all, this is a Sports Center.
Yeah, that's how I got Endgame spoiled.
Bro, I got
someone on Sports Center said.
I got a friend. Every big movie, I'm finna go see it opening day. I can't wait to spoil it. He puts that on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. I'm like, this dude is a menace. He is a menace, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Not good people. But bro, first of all, because we were supposed to talk about this I think 2 weeks ago, but I'm mad at Cinemark. I'm mad at freaking whatever them other movie apps. I think it was Showtime or whatever. These niggas was like, yeah, we're going to make it where you can pre-order your tickets 3 weeks in advance. Them niggas shut down within 5 minutes of opening up.
And they stole my money. God
damn. This is going to be straight up cash and gold from now on. Because
they can't keep making these money mistakes, man. God. And then literally within the next day, folks was reflipping them hoes for $1,000.
I don't know how. Well,
to sit like this. It wasn't even no far back. You at the very front, like, I'll figure it out. I can go to the chiropractor.
Them seats are good in a pinch, but
I've never seen. I don't understand
like
people sit like that's uncomfortable.
And then it's like something's happening top right. You're like leaning.
You gotta go all the way
There's
back.
no way.
Damn, it
Nigga,
sucks.
a jump scare gonna give you a heart attack.
You gonna see it before everybody else. They go, oh.
What happened to him?
You see every pixel.
It's like a wave. You're like, whoa. But I'm excited for y'all. I have a lot of theories.
Excited.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been just listening to like MCU podcasts.
I saw one this morning that was like, yo, if this happens, I'm be tight.
Well, go ahead, because the next time we record, we're gonna probably all have seen it.
Okay,
so we
so
gotta get them
let
out.
me ask these questions real quick. I'm gonna ask them based off percentages. Okay, so percentage, we see both Toby and Andrew as Spider-Man, not as just they walk by. Oh, hey, as Spider-Man helping out Tom Holland.
It should
Percentage.
be at least 90%.
For both or for just one specific?
No, for both.
For both.
They have to.
I'm gonna give it 60.
Because you don't want your
70.
hopes up.
I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but the Electro's a big giveaway.
I'm saying
that
83.
Electro's a big way. That's too high.
I'm saying 83.
That's too high.
And the only reason
No,
I'm even saying 83 is because y'all saw the trailer.
Yeah.
And then I think it was a Spanish speaking country.
Yeah,
They
Brazil.
got a Brazilian trailer. It shows Lizard jumping and there's
that's
nothing
what-
there. He gets punched.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, who punched
Yeah,
you?
they fucked up that ending on that one. But that's where I saw the theory today that it's gonna be other Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Gwen or
No, it's gonna be because Tom Holland has two brothers that are also trying to get into acting, and someone was
He's
like,
got one of them in that movie. I think it's like a
drug
petty
dealer or
thief
something.
or something like that.
and someone was like, all right, hear me out. It's Spider-Man, and they showed a picture of the three, and the comment, it was on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
It went kind of viral, and the comments were like, yo, I'm fucking up that theater.
Yeah.
I'm like tossing shit at the screen. I'm running up to the projector.
So one prevailing theory I keep seeing is that you guys saw the end trailer where Zendaya is falling and Tom Holland is trying to catch her. So
They're saying,
obviously
it's gonna be
very,
Andrew
very
Garfield.
it's
That's
Andrew
my
theory. Yeah.
redeeming himself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let two people die type stuff.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't know, man. A lot of fun. I'm expecting.
excited.
I'm really
so
excited. You know, I got 11 million theories about what's gonna happen.
Give.
I think Andrew's gonna die. If he's in there, I think he's gonna die.
Wait,
'cause
who?
he's-
Andrew?
Andrew Garfield. I think if his Spider-Man.
I'm thinking Toby's dying.
because he's got the least.
If
to
not
it.
both.
He's got the least.
Because at that point, if they kill him
Andrew
both,
has the least weight with his movies because they did the worst.
Right.
But a lot of
Tony
people
still-
consider him one of probably
He was
like
a good, great Spider-Man.
So it's like
but it's like
no, I can see him killing both.
you
Because
can't kill
at that
Toby.
point, you're like
you kill
Marvel.
Toby, you might just have to rip up the theater again.
Because Marvel is probably annoyed. They're probably doing this. Obviously, it makes money and it's great for them, and it fits with the story. But they're also probably doing this like, all right, we're gonna kill them both. Now everybody can shut the fuck up about getting Toby back and getting Andrew back type thing. Now this is Tom Holland and like, did you guys see Venom?
Yeah.
The second one?
Yeah.
I seen.
You know,
the-
you got spoiled.
At the end credits, Venom sees Tom Holland because he gets switched over to that universe now.
Okay, so next question: percentage that Venom shows up
Not in this movie.
in this movie.
End credit.
He'll be in the end credit.
I got 10%. I don't think it's gonna be Venom. I think it's gonna be Eddie. He's gonna walk up to him like, "We need to talk," and it's gonna go to black.
Yeah,
type
or
stuff.
something.
Maybe that might be dope.
Okay,
Okay. I got one percentage. You see Daredevil.
as Daredevil or as Matt Murdock?
Just Daredevil or Matt Murdock. I don't think he's
75%. I honestly think he's gonna represent
I
him
think
in
he's
court.
going to represent him in court. I think so, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I can
I
see
think
it.
it's like 70.
Because Kevin Feige flat out
65.
said there's gonna be more Daredevil stuff, and there's gonna be Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't think he's gonna. I think it'll be too much to make him Daredevil now. But the one thing that was always kind of iffy was with the Netflix series is that they never flat out said, "Oh, this is the MCU."
Yeah.
They would never just say, "Oh, the Hulk." "Oh, I got a video of the Attack on New York, the big green guy, the guy with the hammer." They wouldn't say their names.
You know what they might do? One of my sneaky theories is they might show Miles. Because you know Childish Gambino was his uncle. in the
He's
movie.
dead. So that was gonna be my next question.
But then they're already doing this. I don't think they want to mix it because they're doing
But
the other.
Are
movie.
they that's my question. What's
They
the
might not do a
percentage
movie,
that they
though.
make
I think
the Spider-Verse 2 and No Way Home
Yeah.
somehow relate in this
No.
And
movie?
then that Miles Morales kind of gets shipped into the real world because he's already going through.
Come on now.
I can see that.
I don't. That wouldn't be bad. But how I was thinking is you get the Miles Morales TV show, then you get that Young Avengers thing going.
They are trying with the Young
'Cause
Avengers.
you already got the Hawkeye.
Yeah,
You get Spider-Man. You got the Miss Marvel thing coming out.
Yeah.
So-
and she's an Avenger.
yeah.
So you be like, you got the Black Widow.
Her little sister.
You see what I'm saying? And then you like you get a little young
Okay,
Miles,
okay.
but you get a Young Avengers series going on.
That's true.
You
I
could
saw.
definitely.
I don't know-
Sam would be leading it.
Yeah.
It'd be like
or
you know-
Isaiah's grandson. Because
Yeah.
if it passed down through the bloodline, he might have a little bit of juice in him too.
You never know.
So
So that's always a possibility.
I don't know if you guys watch Film Theory, that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He basically goes through like theories and stuff.
Uh-huh.
His most recent one was Spider-Man related, and he's like, at the end or something, they're gonna try to get in the X-Men in. But I think I had said this before, but not the X-Men with like Logan and stuff. The cartoon.
I heard the X-Men with Logan. That's what I heard.
Method
the
Man's
cartoon
supposed to
ones.
be Gambit.
You said the cartoon one?
Yeah. So the one with the yellow suit and stuff.
Oh.
Those that they're gonna try to transfer him, because I guess they in the cartoon or the comics for those they bring in Galactus.
Wow.
And they're saying that might be the next for the new like Avengers type thing. That's gonna be their big rival.
The only issue right now is that there's so much they can do, and we're you know good and well we 8 years down the line before the big whatever
100%.
happens.
Well, because you know
I'm gonna take my kids to the next
honestly,
Endgame
it's
type
gonna be
movie.
crazy.
Because you know now, because they have that Fantastic Four movie that's supposed to be coming out. Then from Fantastic Four, you bring in Doctor Doom and you bring in
Silver Surfer.
Bring in Silver Surfer.
Which
and
brings
Silver
in
Surfer
Galactus.
brings in Galactus because that's his right hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a lot they can do.
it's a lot that's going on.
What
You got
else?
the scroll thing going on.
I need to know whether or not the Skrulls are actually bad guys or not, because they're supposed to be bad guys in the comics, and they've been using them. Also, I'm curious who all has been a Skrull this whole time.
That's the
Because
thing.
there's a theory for those. We nerding out real quick. Let us nerd out. So there's a theory that in Age of Ultron, Nick Fury was a Skrull because they went out of their way to just. He said like a throwaway line in Captain Marvel, but he was like, "I can't eat toast if it's cut diagonally." And then in Age of Ultron, when he's in Clint's house, he cuts his toes diagonally. So it was like, oh, is that a Skrull? And then some people was like, it may just be a continuity error because it's like, if somebody has been watching Nick that long, they know that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you make that mistake.
Right.
And then the other question is, how long has Nick been up in space?
Yeah.
If this guy was, if whoever's been, like, being him this whole, like, how long has that been? Was it right after Endgame? Has it been longer than Endgame?
Because that's where the scrolls are always confusing, is because in the comic books they've been everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's been a time when they were like, oh, Captain America, this, that, and that, and he was the scroll.
Yeah.
And you be like, none of that happened. They was like, nothing you did was real. That was him.
Yeah.
And I think they might try to, Iron Man was the scroll. The real
To
Tony
bring-
Stark.
I don't think they'll do that.
They wouldn't do that.
I feel like him being killed would have brought like what he would have changed.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But yeah.
Like I think he would
But
have.
no, I'm not. I'm just saying that's how they had did it in the
okay.
comic books a lot. when
Oh,
they
the
be
whole
like,
time he was a Skrull.
they'll be like, "Oh man, yeah, we saved the universe," and it'd be, you know, and it's like, "Oh, what,
Yeah.
man, what?"
That's crazy. I'm definitely. Looking
I'm
for
definitely really excited.
super excited.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep or work Wednesday,
Bro, that Saturday I'm gonna be shot. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Y'all gonna get y'all deliveries when y'all get them. I know I got like 1,000 more like questions and because I'm trying to because some people believe I've heard one theory that Tom Holland. Some people don't know if he's gonna die or not because they did say another trilogy of Spider-Man movies. They didn't say he was gonna be at the helm of those movies, so we don't know. But there was two theories.
they gonna give him the blonde hair and make him Scarlet Spider-Man.
One theory I saw was that it was like three I saw. One theory I saw was that they was gonna bring in a live action Spider-Gwen. Another one I saw was that the climactic thing ends. He ends up back in high school for the 85th year in a row, and then he bumps into Miles Morales. But it's not like he's Spider-Man. They bump into each other. Oh my bad, I'm new here. Hey, I'm Miles. And then cuts to black. And then the other one I saw was that whatever happens at the end, he ends up more or less sacrificing himself, and he ends up in whatever like multiverse craziness going on. That's why it's No Way Home.
Yeah.
Because like that No Way Home stands for somebody.
But
Yeah.
then I think there's a when they said that with great power comes great responsibility is going to show up in this movie.
Really?
It's the first time it's going to be used in the whole
Like,
Spider-Man.
say it?
It's going to with great power comes great responsibility. They're going to say it, and it's the first time.
It's probably gonna be Toby talking to him.
I think he might say it.
You think?
I think because he's going to have to make a choice. I think they're going to give him that brand new day choice where he's like, hey, you can go back to nobody knowing you.
That's all it's gonna be. I think.
But
a
I think
brand new
he's
day.
gonna. I think he's gonna be like, oh. I think he's gonna have to forget Ned and Zendaya. I think that's what his thing's gonna have to be, and then it's gonna snap back. And if they're all back in high school, then I think they're gonna. Oh, who's the new kid? And Zendaya and Ned are gonna. Oh, hi, I'm Miles. I can see that going that way because the guy in the comic book, Miles' best friend is Genki, and he looks like Ned. He looks just like Ned.
Yeah.
So I think that might Peter be on the little distance. I'm the outcast because with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be dope.
I think they will do that because because I think
They better not kill Aunt May.
Somebody, yeah, no,
I'd
that
be hurt.
because that's how the whole No Way Home thing. I mean, that's how the whole One More Day thing got started. For those who don't know, in the comic books, Aunt May got killed.
I think I brought that up here before.
You did, but it was
early.
So for those who don't know, Aunt May got killed, and basically he sold his soul to Mephisto. He was like, okay, what can I do to save my aunt? Never mind the fact she was like 95 years old. But he was like, what can I do to save my aunt? He was like, well, you can sacrifice your relationship with Mary Jane. They had just got married. I think getting ready to have a kid and everything. And she told him, she was like, it's okay. And so they was like, all right, fine. And then it ended up being way worse than like what Mephisto said. It was like, not only because what happened was he had like the movie had just revealed his identity to the world. So now people are gunning for his relatives. So Aunt May was the first to get hit. And so he was like, okay, what can I do to save her? Okay, give up your relationship with Mary J. And so he was like, all right, fine. And then it just like went to hell after that. Like it was just all bad news. I think Aunt May still ended up getting hurt.
Yeah, she got shot.
Yeah, it was. I'm saying like, even after the One More Day thing ended, she still ended up in like critical condition or something.
Always end up in critical condition. She's 70.
Because in one of those like film theory, I think it was the same film theory video. He said because in the trailer you can see her running. Mm-hmm. He's like, it looks like from the angle or the lighting or whatever, she's not running away from something. She's running to something. So they're like, she's probably running to like an explosion or something. She looks like she's in a house or a building. So I don't know, but
some people think Happy might die too.
I think Happy might go.
To like close out his Tony arc, and also the guy that plays Happy is a producer. So he produces on all the Marvel stuff, and he's also running Star Wars right now too. Yeah. So like he's got a lot going on.
So I think that his stint with the MCU might be through.
As an actor, at least. Yeah.
At least, of course, he's happy. It might be through.
Yeah, so which would be sad, but I think that's the only way. Sad to say, I think that Peter can truly get into his own, because literally, like I said, my only critique with the Spider-Man movies has everything has been sins of the father until right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything has been, you're paying for something Tony did. You're paying for something Tony did to this employee or whatever. Now you got to deal with it. And then Happy was like the last reminder of who Tony was, because he don't really talk to Pepper Potts. So it's like, it's really just Happy. Like, hey, you got to go. So I can be my own man, basically. But I'm excited. I'm more than excited.
Movie of the century.
No, honestly,
the suits look amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm curious. I'm curious what role Doc Ock plays. If it's like
he's
supposed to be like a
Guy.
mentor, But some people think they may end up killing him off, because basically what it looks like in regards to like the main conflict between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, that Doctor Strange is saying, look, all these people died fighting against Spider-Man some way, somehow. So they're going to have to die again to fix the multiverse. And Spider-Man is like, well, there's got to be some way to save them. Mm-hmm. And I can save their souls. And Doctor Strange is like, no, you can't. And so I think that's going to be another thing, him dealing with.
I can see like Doc Ock making some explosions.
Maybe not actively killing, but not saving.
I think he might have to kill
somebody. You think?
Nah.
He ain't going to kill. The only bodies he's caught.
Doc Ock is going to kill him, I think. Because in Spider-Man 2 at the end, Doc Ock basically sacrifices himself to save New York or the world type thing.
You think he does it again?
I think he does it again because he seems like the only reasonable one. Because it's like Sandman. Oh, I guess Sandman made up with Peter Parker too.
Because then I'm trying to see who I was gonna. Just my next question was, who's the Six? If he's fighting the Sinister Six.
I don't know.
You got Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
You got Lizard.
Hobgoblin.
You got. Is he confirmed in there?
They showed him.
That's Green Goblin.
No, with the long hair. There was another one.
Was it?
No.
Really?
Okay, one more theory that we can move on.
I remember that.
This is a stretch.
I throw Scorpion in there.
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
He was a regular dude in the movie, though.
This is a super stretch, but there's another theory that Mysterio is really behind. Like,
I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, because the one thing that people were kind of like confused about was like, if you were truly lying, you wouldn't have even come up with the whole multiverse theory. That's not something you would come up with. Right. And then for it to be true the very next movie, like that's not adding up. The fact that you lied about that and then all of a sudden the next movie, the multiverse is real. Some ain't sounding right. So some people are either saying that that maybe even the one that Peter saw is truly dead, but there's another one coming, or maybe this one was one from another universe that was working with this current universe's.
Iron Man, or whatever.
All of that. So it's maybe like their story arcs were the same. Because there's a lot of universes that are the same.
Because I don't think this is the Toby's, Green Goblin. It can't be because he's dead. So
I don't know how
think
that's working.
So
yeah.
I think it might be one of those
That's
universes
true.
where it's like
Both of them died, right? Because
everybody but Sandman
Franco
has
died.
yeah, Franco died.
Franco died too. Yeah.
But I think it might be one of those ones where it's like, hey, this is a different universe, but in this universe, Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire and Green Goblin is also William Dafoe. I think that might be.
Yeah.
It might be one of those universes where, hey, it's the same universe, but it's not really the same universe.
It's easier to get away with that.
Yeah, because it's like a million universes. Of course, some are going to be kind of similar.
Because, I mean, they did that with, like you said, the two Mysterios. They did that in Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Where they had the same guy. Well, basically, there was three of them. The one that died.
Yeah.
That Beerus killed. But then the other two that managed to get together in the other universe.
Yeah.
To do what they did type thing.
So Fire Nation, let us know what
happening.
theories y'all might have for this here Spider-Man No Way Home.
A lot of shows doing a lot of multiverse.
A lot of multiverse, bro.
It's the hot thing right now, like time travel was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time travel's done. They can't do time travel no more. Not for at least 10, 15 years.
It's weird because like they keep trying to make it seem like it's something brand new and it be like the same stuff still.
Yeah.
Because it's just like all the past is affecting the future.
Yeah.
That's what they need to make that movie. Where the guy goes back there and just messes everything up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, I got to keep trying to fix this. Like, he just goes back there and moves the chair and causes World War IV or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to show that movie instead of, let's go back in time to save the future. Like, they need to stop showing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just show us what happens when time goes wrong.
Like just
really,
truly wrong.
Like, when there's really somebody trying to mess up time. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting because I think a lot of comics.
You
and
said
stuff
it is
get away
always
with
people trying to.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we gotta go back to the past to save
the future. To save the present, we got to go to the future. And it's like, it's a great concept, but it's like, it's been
like
done.
it's like someone trying to protect Hitler this
Yeah.
time.
Like,
you know?
Just have him go back and just like, I'm finna save all the bad guys.
That'd be wild.
Like, that'd be wild.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
Trademark
IP. Yeah, you're just giving out free IP.
Let's finish out with some sports stuff.
Oh, our
Or do we
Chicago
have something
Bulls.
else?
No, that was about
Nah, I
it. The
think
Chicago
that's it.
Bulls.
Everybody's sick.
Everybody got the COVID.
Nigga, 7 people. Stanley Johnson didn't even get a chance to touch the floor. Yeah, you got COVID, dog.
They was, congratulations, you're a Bull, son. And as soon as he threw the jersey on, wait a minute. COVID.
I'm trying to figure out who was. I mean, Vooch caught it, but like, did he spread it that fast to everybody? My thing is, it was a gap though.
Where did he catch it from?
Yeah, because Vooch came back and played like a couple games.
He played like a week, and then all of a sudden, Kobe went out. Then DeMar went out. Then it was just like folks just dropping off.
But it's like, why ain't? Hope, knock on wood, Zach don't go out.
Who went to the club?
The only one, maybe. I mean,
Probably Kobe.
they was in Houston.
Kobe.
You said maybe
Probably
Kobe.
He ain't
What's
getting
your you said you got a conspiracy theory with everybody getting sick that you think?
Did I?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta start writing these down. I don't remember that.
My theory was that they'll never want to see the Chicago Bulls do
That's
good.
what I said. That.
No, they just wanted to shut us down because, man, we the only team with this much COVID.
No, that's actually
This crazy.
Ridiculous.
And we've been playing all these teams. We the only team with COVID.
Are we we're playing the Heat right now? Did we lose? Or
Oh, we
what?
lost. You lost by like 20.
Oh,
And but the Heat lost a lot of people too. It's weird. It's like
It's the tampering, right? It's kind of weird, ain't it? It's weird that we get booked for that tampering and now everybody
on both teams
got
sick.
COVID.
The
That's
third
your
eye.
punishment.
That's
Cover that
That's
up.
how we gonna
bro.
close that.
That's how we gonna close it.
That's weird.
They don't want us to be great.
It's very crazy though. And then folks, because especially after LeBron, he took his multiple tests. It was okay. Well, maybe they can just take their multiple tests. All them hoes was like, nah, nigga, COVID. Go sit down.
COVID.
Go
No.
sit down.
Facts.
It's honestly kind of scary.
It
Because
is.
it's just like, because I even asked my homies, do y'all think the league gonna shut back down? Because for basically almost the whole team to just like.
Because every other team we played, didn't nobody drop from COVID yet.
Not that bad.
I literally because I see like people are like, can the NBA postpone Bulls games? We're playing without 7 people. Are there a 15-man roster? 7 of them.
We hiring people on 10-day
I need
contracts.
to go ahead and get in shape real quick since they
Yeah.
just giving out contracts. Like, sheesh, I can hit a corner 3.
They should. I mean, damn. Like, we don't have nobody. It's
No.
different if we have 1 or 2.
We was struggling just trying to find a 4-man to fit the roster. Now we just struggling to find a roster.
Man, and ain't no 4s. Everybody the same height that ain't playing. They was Bull signed this guard. I was, damn, we don't need another guard.
6'4". What are we gonna do with him?
We need a 7-foot motherfucker. Or 6'8", 6'9", somebody.
But even with all of that, I'm still when everybody gets healthy, I'm still excited because we look look good.
Yeah,
but it's just like, nigga, we can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Like,
but it ain't even injuries.
well,
It's like
yeah,
the
it's
COVID.
like COVID. Like,
It's
bro,
ridiculous.
like, did they all catch the Omicron variant?
I'd rather them catching now, I guess, than down the stretch because we're in a good spot.
If they hit in the playoffs, it's
It's a wrap.
Oh yeah, it's over.
yeah, it's over with.
Oh, this might be our bubble ring.
Everybody deserves one, especially Chicago out there.
We deserve it more than anybody else.
More than anybody. Did you see what Zach had to go through?
Facts.
Give us our bubble ring. But everybody, please stay healthy. Wear your mask. Stay away from people. Don't cough on people.
We got some shots to send out to Zion once again.
Oh, no.
He's being sat down for weight management. His foot is sore again. Surgically repaired. I didn't know he messed it up that bad.
I don't know what it's just. I think it's just too much pounding.
That shoe, when it blew up in college, I think it did more than.
Didn't they say it?
It meets the eye. I guess they didn't want to. Yeah,
They didn't want to scare the scouts.
They didn't wanna
Yeah,
scare
and they
him.
didn't want to make him lose his #1 draft pick. Because obviously, if they would have said, "Oh yeah, his foot is trash,"
Yeah.
but then again, don't
'Cause he
NBA teams their doctors get to check them out before?
Yeah, but it's like he came back after 2 weeks and still jumping out the gym.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well, I'm not
if it
saying
was something he was just fighting through and dealing with, then that's one thing. But you also got to, and I'm not to fat shame before anybody get on,
Oh.
but you gain a bunch of weight, and if it is the same foot, and if it's because of what happened in college, now you gaining a bunch of weight on a bum foot.
But you
And
know,
you
how
already
it
don't
is.
got a proper gait, walk, and stuff too.
But you know how it is being a hooper. Like when you would jam your ankle up bad, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's cool," but then it take a minute.
Yeah, mine still
For
be
it to
giving me
it
issues
stiffen
sometimes.
up,
Yeah.
and you got, you know what I'm saying, and that's he broke out of a shoe.
Yeah.
Like that, it's hard to just pop out of a shoe.
Yeah.
And you broke out of that, and you don't know how you might have landed, what kind of muscles might have got hurt, bruised.
Facts.
And if you plan through that, I can deal with it, I can tolerate it, take some Tylenol and shit, but it's like, it adds up.
It
and
adds
you
up.
add another 75 pounds on that, then you hurt, then it break.
Yeah.
You got to get it fit on surgery, you still this big.
And you can't lose the weight because you can't move.
And then you always going to be you going to be big. And you going to, like, what, you can't jump, you Yao Ming, when his feet went, that was it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's currently missed more games than he's played.
Oh yeah.
You missed
100%.
what? Damn near 2 seasons already?
Just about. He's played 85 games. When I saw the post, it said he missed 86. And with what's about to happen now, he's probably going to shut down the whole season.
I mean, and it's
Yeah.
because he's big. It's just because he's fat. And I'm not trying to fat shame nobody, but it's like you're big. Like you should not be that big
Yeah.
and untalented.
Especially because he's like super athletic. So when you're jumping up 10-foot rim, you're coming down. Well, not even 10-foot rim because he's jumping above the rim.
Yeah.
He's jumping 12 feet up. He's landing
Hard.
He's 6 feet down.
It wasn't like Shaq who only had to go up.
That's what I'm
3 or
saying.
4
You're not a
feet.
7-footer.
And
You
it
like
was
six.
just,
You 6'7".
You got to
Yeah.
be
If we're
up
being
there.
honest, like you getting up.
Yeah.
Like
And he's not dunking, like you said, like Shaq under the rim. He's jumping from the 3-point
That
line
chest
all
momentum.
the way above.
When that momentum, you land hard on that 1 foot and up.
He's dunking like
Doesn't
Zach,
lie.
but Zach's
Yeah.
half his weight.
Yeah.
I think.
He's got skinny nigga hops
Yeah.
in a linebacker's body.
Because even Aaron Gordon, who's bigger than
Linemen's
Zach,
Lineman, yeah.
he gets injured pretty frequently, I
Cool.
think. And
All-
Aaron
all that
Gordon
t-
is bigger than Zach too. And
Yeah. All that high flying, I mean, that's why they be getting on like people like John Morant. You got to work on your landing. And I'm not going to sit here and say Zion doesn't, but like we said, I've always even said this. If he just stayed at his high school weight, you saw how cut up he was in he would have been fine.
You could gain a little freshman 20. He could have gained 20, 25 pounds and been solid. He had an NBA body since he was a freshman
Yeah.
in high school. So it's like, you didn't need to keep eating. Like, you was straight. You was bigger than LeBron. Like, you straight.
I just hope he
big.
comes back like
Big man.
healthy, man. Because it's like he is fun to watch, but it's just like, bro, like we're watching you get bigger, and it's like it's gonna be tougher for you to perform.
And if that foot is like I said, a lasting thing, then that's the end of it already. You ain't once that explosiveness goes, you ain't got the best shot like that.
yeah.
You know, you banked all on being a bully and athlete, and you can't even get on the court.
Yeah. Best of luck. Anything else before we get up out of here?
We have the Kyrie Irving and the impossible vaccine.
So Kyrie
way.
Kyrie apparently has made it known that he's willing to take a vegan option
Mm-hmm.
for the vaccine, guys.
For the vaccine.
What is vegan medication?
Not at a
consist of?
restaurant.
I guess not testing on the animal. Is that what that means?
I don't know because
I don't-
he said plant based.
I don't know what in the I didn't really research the vaccine that heavily. I researched the results. and I don't know what was animal-like in there.
Yeah.
So maybe he knows something we don't. It's
a liquid.
It's
I think he
Kyrie,
just
bro.
wants to like herbal medicine.
Man, get that man some weed.
Like
give him a
Dr. Sebi
I
type
don't
medication.
know, bro.
But like
He was a Dr.
plant,
Rogan.
like you seriously gonna ask them to Kyrie Irving vegan vaccine?
Impossible vaccine. That's what they was calling it.
Bro, yeah,
Impossible shot.
Yeah. But I'm like, bro, for Kyrie Irving, they're gonna bend the laws of physics and
That's what I'm
science
saying, like-
to make this vaccine for Kyrie. Shut up.
And the NBA approved the Johnson & Johnson, the Pfizer, and the Moderna, and then their boosters. I don't know nothing about I ain't hear nothing about no vegan
You
option.
see what I'm saying? Like, you making this difficult. Just shut up. Nobody said nothing to Kyrie since the whole stuff started. Now you want, I'll take it. No, shut up,
At
Kyrie.
this point, everyone forgot about it.
I honestly forgot he was on the team. I'm not gonna lie. For like 2 seconds.
Because it was just like everybody stopped caring.
I only
He's not gonna play.
Because when we beat the Nets last week, people
bro.
in the comments were like, "Well, we didn't have Kyrie."
Y'all
It's
ain't
like,
had Kyrie
bro,
all year.
I forgot
come
y'all
on.
had Kyrie.
Like,
It was like, shut up. The season was almost over. It was almost All-Star break. Say something then. Don't say something now. Just be quiet, man.
and it's not like they weren't top 2 in the East.
And you know, and I can feel good about saying it is because it's nothing political. It's just like you need to shut up at this point. Like you really need to shut up because where are you at?
Facts.
Like, because you are not here on Earth, bro. You are really not here.
Facts. Because he could still play. You just can't play in what, New York?
He can't play. He can't
Cali.
play in New York.
Yeah.
And the Nets was like, we don't
that's
want a
a fucking
halftime player. It's like we're not gonna have you. And then
Okay, that's
Toronto
what-
also
'cause
shut
I was about
down.
to say, like, Aaron Rodgers still hasn't taken the vaccine.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's playing. But, like you said, it's New York.
And then Toronto just upped their thing and was like, we're not letting any unvaccinated people in. Which
Oh,
is-
yeah, the NBA say they were going to fine people, right?
Yeah.
Or
Well, no, like they said point blank period. If you're not vaccinated, you won't be able to play in Toronto.
And you'll get fined for that.
I think so.
Because
Something
I think,
like that.
obviously, you're not going to play for their fan base in Toronto.
Yeah.
Because NBA wants to expand.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that, like, rumors, like, for a while now that they want to do in Mexico.
They got a Mexico City G League team. You might as
they
well.
want a team.
I feel like that would be T. I ain't gonna hold you. That would be fun to watch. I feel like because y'all just get T for anything. So y'all get some professional.
Oh, LeBron's gonna kick out the whole stadium.
I don't understand nothing nobody said. Get him out of here.
But man, what Kyrie gonna do? What Kyrie gonna do?
He needs to stop doing what Kyrie gonna do. Though. That's what I'm saying. That's really what I'm just saying.
Man.
What do you think? I love the fans. KD, did you see what he was doing to Trae Young?
That was weird.
That was real weird.
But it's like he's known them. They've
I
known
felt
each other
uncomfy,
forever.
bro.
I ain't
Yeah,
never
no,
had
I
that
don't know
done
what
in the
that was.
basketball
I
game.
don't
He
know
was like
what-
hugging him, bro. Like,
I was
I
like,
seen that happen in football.
I don't know what
sometimes,
that plan was, but yeah. KD
KD
don't put
sucks
lotion
as a
on.
person, bro. He's just a douchebag.
Yeah.
He always got something to say. He's always in it, and he's always taking it the wrong way about something. He's super sensitive online. For you to be not combing your hair
When they told him
and
he
not
was
wearing
ashy.
lotion, like you real
Yeah,
sensitive.
because that's like things you could take. It's like people aren't making fun of like something you can't help. Like they're not making fun of, like, you know, with Stephen A. Smith, they make fun of his hairline.
Yeah.
But that's something Stephen A. Smith can't help.
Yeah.
And like he made a TikTok the other day making fun of
Yeah.
himself over
Right.
his hairline. But like lotion, you're
Like,
ashy. or
Y'all
you're-
have been
you
in
could-
trainers' offices.
It's
They
like
got the lotion right
It's like
there.
you could.
It's
yeah.
everywhere. If you can find lotion,
That's
if
like
you
something
need it.
preventable, and if they poke fun of you, you can't be like, "Oh, I'm about to pull out y'all broke card." It's like, all right, like,
Bro, you
relax.
obviously can't afford lotion. So what are you talking about here?
Oh man, that's crazy.
He really just wakes up in hoops. I commend him for it.
He ball his life, and that's it. But we thank y'all for tuning in to yet another exhilarating installment of the Friendly Fire Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to either email us at friendlyfire2021@gmail.com or at us, DM us, whatever, at friendly_fire on IG. Once again, friendlyfire2021@gmail.com and friendly_fire on IG. Artists, send your MP3s of any art, music, whatever you got. If we like it, we'll buy it. If it's like a painting or whatever, or it'll go up on the end of our podcast. Anything else, you guys?
No, man, we pretty
We will
much hit it on
see
the
y'all
head.
next week when we will be talking about the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a bonus episode,
We'll
maybe
do
not.
we'll do a bonus episode
Oh.
with spoilers. Okay,
Oh,
we'll do a bonus episode with
look at the
spoilers.
content.
Okay,
on
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah, we'll do a bonus episode with spoilers next week. So y'all have fair warning. Okay,
Fair warning.
Yeah.
Fair warning. A bonus episode will be with spoilers. Then we'll just have our basic regular episode. We won't even talk about Spider-Man in the basic regular episode. It's gonna be a regular episode. We got a spoiler full Spider-Man episode. So if you don't want it to get spoiled, do not watch until you're done. Then come back. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. On behalf of my boys, I am Rico, G Baby, Zoo, Friendly Fire. Be blessed.
Peace.
See ya.